Today I'll be telling you how I lost 13 pounds in 2 weeks again in this second round of the Fat Loss Boost diet plan. Hey guys, and welcome back to my weight journey. So today is January 18th, 2021. Here's the latest People magazine that I got in the mail. Poor Kim. But welcome back, and I want to tell you all about the results from my round 2 fat loss boost. I have lost another 13 pounds in just 2 weeks doing the Fat Loss Boost diet plan once again. So if you watched my previous videos, I did this plan in December, and I also lost 13 pounds, which is crazy. In this round, I lost 6.7% of my starting weight, which is just thrilling. I'm so happy with this plan. And what I've decided to do is actually record a review video just dedicated to reviewing this plan, going into the details so you can learn a little bit more about it. As of right now, I will leave a link below in the comment section to, or actually in the box below, to the actual plan so you yourself can read more on it if you desire, if you want to learn a little bit more right now. But I'm super thrilled with the plan, super thrilled with the results. The Facebook group that accompanies the plan, everyone has had great success in this round, and everyone is just super excited about it. There's going to be another Fat Loss Boost kind of challenge in 4 weeks. And so I might do that, or I might skip over to the one after that. I'm not sure yet, but very, very happy with the plan. And a 13-pound loss in 2 weeks is just crazy. Now, some of the weight that is lost is water weight. So you will gain some of the water weight back. That might be 2 pounds. It might be 3. Everybody's different. But otherwise, you're still talking about maximizing a lot of fat loss in a very short period of time, which is thrilling. So again, I'll record a video on that in the future. There will be a link below, though, to the plan, so you can click on that link and read more on it. But right now, let's look at the results using the Renpho scale, the Naked Labs scale, and the Halo watch. Okay, so starting with the Renpho scale, I'm using a slightly different format here. This will make it easier to compare my starting weight in this round 2 with my current weight, but I'll also show you my weight from today in its regular format. But just a quick overview of, on the far left, there's the January 4th, 2021, and I don't mean starting weight when I started the whole weight journey, but starting weight when I started this round 2 of the Fat Loss Boost. So starting weight for the round 2 was 192.2 on the Renpho scale, and then you can see in the middle there in red it says 179.4, and on the far right the total loss of 12.8 pounds. So just going through the first 3 rows, then my BMI went from 34.0 to 31.8, which is a drop in about 2 in BMI. And then body fat went from 43.3 to 39.8. So about a 3.5% drop in body fat. So I go by the Renpho scale, which that's what we're looking at right now. For most of this data, that's what I rely on. And then I rely on the Naked scale more for the visual. So going by these numbers, very, very pleased with the overall results of this 2-week program. And I'll just leave the other numbers on the screen here in case you're curious about anything else. But actually, if you go look halfway down, the visceral fat went from 16% to 14%. So it went from red to yellow, which is very exciting. Obviously, ideally, you want all the numbers on the screen to be pretty green, right? But I'm still pretty happy about that too. So let's just take a quick look at the actual weigh-in from today. So these are the numbers from today's weigh-in, January 18th at 7 a.m. 179.4, so that's what I just shared with you. And then in the middle of the screen there, it says from January 4th, so I changed it from the March 7th starting point just to the January 4th starting point, so we can kind of do a comparison with when I started this round 2. But so it's looking like 12.8 pounds lost on the Renpho scale. Now let's take a look at the Naked Labs scale. And here we are. There's the new image from January 18th, 2021. So I will go through the data, but I do rely more on the Renpho scale for the actual, weight and body fat and all that. But just taking a quick look, here's my data from today. According to the Naked Lab scale, body fat 43.4, fat mass about 78, lean mass about 101, and weight 179.2. So looking at the comparison of the January 4th scan to the January 18th scan today, we can see that I think the tummy is starting to really look slightly more defined compared to the starting point. And if I give it just a little spin around, we can start seeing some of the differences there, I think, from the side as well as from the back. So I think if I really start looking at the differences from the back view, I can start seeing a lot more differences there. And then we'll just take a look at the other side view. Okay, so now looking at the bottom portion of the screen here, body fat, fat mass, lean mass, weight, and I want to pay a little more closer attention here to the measurements. So starting with the shoulders, it's looking like the shoulders went down just a little bit. Then the left arm and right arm looks like they went down a little bit. Right arm went down actually more than the left arm, which is great. I think I can sort of see that a little bit, yep, on the screen. Then it looks like the chest went down slightly, but then here's where I think it gets a little bit more interesting. The waist went down by 1.5 inches. And I think that's the biggest change I do see myself on the screen. And then if we look at the stomach there, it's showing about 1 inch reduction in stomach. And then the hips, I think that's the other major loss I see. It looks like a 1.8. I'm going to call it like a 2-inch reduction in hips. So I think that's great. And I think the hips are looking slightly smaller when compared to the scan from January 4th. Then finally, the upper thighs went down just a little bit. The lower thighs went down as well. And then the calves went down just slightly. So those are the results using the Naked Labs scale. Really, really pleased and really happy to have this scale in order to see my progress with this Fat Loss Boost program. So finally, let's take a look at the Halo watch and see what our new scan there looks like. So here's the scan from today. The weight 179, again, that's the number that I plug in, but now they're estimating my body fat to be around 44.6. So that again is using the Halo watch. So if we compare this from our scan from January 4th, there the estimated body fat was 46.9, and that was the image. So comparing that with today's scan, you can see that it is looking, one compared to the other. Today's scan, my body is looking smaller, definitely, compared to that one. So, and also from the back view, this is today's, and this is from 2 weeks ago. So from the back view, again, I think I definitely see the difference, especially through the hips. So definitely starting to see some changes in the body, guys, and really happy I'm using all 3 devices so I can definitely visually and analytically just start seeing these changes. So there you have it, guys, the results from the 2 scales and that Halo watch. And I think my next video that I would record would be probably 50% done. That would be 50 pounds down and 50 pounds to go. So more of a midpoint video. That'll probably be one of the most exciting ones I get to record because it really feels good to be I'm almost halfway there now. So that'll be the next video I record. But meanwhile, if you enjoyed this one, please remember to give it a thumbs up if you can, and also hit the subscribe button if you want to join me on my weight journey. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.